Okay, now that you have created an awesome plotting program that lets you plot whatever data that you want, now we're going to create a pi calculator to calculate pi. And no, I don't mean like the food pi, the number pi. So, how are we going to do that? Well, we know that pi r squared is the area of a circle. So we have our circle right here. And so pi r squared. So that's the area of the circle. Pi r squared. So we're trying to find pi. So to find pi, we have to take a circle with the radius of 1, if I can just, 1, radius of 1, we'll say that's 1, and then we're going to put that on a graph. So we're going to put the circle right in the middle of a graph. That's just a really rough outline, yeah, whatever. And so now, what we can do is we can use Python to find a random point anywhere on this circle, in this square, in this 2x2 square, any point in here, so any point between 1 and -1 on both x and y, we can choose a point, random point. And then, if that point has distance away from 0, so let's just say our point here, this is our point, let's just say that that has distance of 0 away from 0. Let's say it's 0.5. So this distance here is 0.5. Then we'll say that yes, this is good. This is inside the circle. But if we have our point here inside the square, if I can actually grab it, there we go, and actually move it. Here, there we go. Point inside the square, it's going to be like, oh, the distance is greater than 1 away from 0, so then that is not, it's not inside the circle. So with that information, we can take that information and then multiply it by 4 for each quadrant, 1 for each quadrant, and then we should get pi. Oh yes, and of course we have to divide the entire thing by the number of points that we have. So we take this, we're like, oh, we have a point here, 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 you know, and then we like, okay, all but one of them are inside the circle, so we're going to say that's 3, divide that by 4, so that's a half, and then multiply that by 4 for each quadrant. And then boom, we have pi, or something as close to pi as we can get. We can run this program a lot, but we aren't quite going to get pi because it is infinite. So yeah, that is how we calculate pi. And now you should watch the next video to see how we can do that in Python.